Yanyanentie se Ken Ofori Atta eye ne ba eye United States of America citizen na ne ba no afile se yenye ne papa permanent resident of America. In fact, wa file se yenye ne papa eye American citizen. Eno ne process a wo I want us to watch this video. Your koba near that screen so no, I'll play it for you to watch. But let us watch this before. Ken Ofori Atta is doing everything possible to stay in overseas. Makachira mo say sebi prebiasa say Ken Ofori Atta benum no Johnson na waka America na omba Ghana obeye. Se Ken Ofori Atta sebi obeti na jananya di na waka America obeye. He is not ready today nor tomorrow so oba Ghana. Watch this video. Obeti ni America na setie.
Hi, Martin people. You a few weeks ago had put out some information that you had picked up that Ken Ofori Atta was working on getting a permanent stay in the United States of America. And this particular development, as captured in his lawyer's statement they put out here.
Okay.
Hi, Martin people. You a few weeks ago had put out some information that you had picked up that Ken Ofori Atta was working on getting a permanent stay in the United States of America. And this particular development, as captured in his lawyer's statement they put out yesterday, that Ken Ofori Atta has a pending petition for adjustment of status. What the expression they use there is that he has a pending petition for adjustment of status, which authorizes a person to stay in the United States legally past the period of validity of their visa. Does this give any vindication to that statement earlier?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll start with the lawyer's letter. So the lawyer, that's the Menka Premu and Co., they admit that Ofori Atta has a pending petition before the immigration authorities of the U.S. to adjust his status in the U.S. That phrase, to adjust his status in the U.S., that's the part of it that says that he's applied to change. So he wants to become a permanent resident. That's why he has a pending petition to adjust his status. So pending petition for permanent residence. You know, I had mentioned earlier that the information I got about two months ago was that his son had applied for him to become a permanent resident. So the son is a citizen, right, of the U.S. and he has applied for Ofori Atta to become a permanent resident. And you know, it takes some time. And so that's the process that he's going through. Yes, if you're a citizen of the U.S., you can file for your father, you can file for your mother, but it takes some time. And that's what he's going through, right? So I'm happy that, you see, the lawyers have corroborated it. As I said, a few months ago, about 2 months ago, when I first mentioned it, people were asking for my source and even some others doubted it. But now there you have it in the lawyer's letter saying that he has a pending petition to adjust his status in the U.S. That's to change from visitor's visa to become, or a visitor, okay, or a person on business trip, to becoming a permanent resident. So from the name permanent resident, it means that he'll be permanently resident in the U.S. Of course, he can travel all along. He can travel anywhere he wants to go and come back freely, better than those who use the B1, B2 visas. When we say B1, B2, that's the normal visitor's visa or business trip visa. When you're a permanent resident, it gives you more rights in the American society, etc., rather than going on a visitor's or business trip visa. Yeah, so that is what it is. And you remember, at that time, we complained vehemently that, was it that the OSP was delaying the trial in absentia to give Ofori Atta more time in his application to become a permanent resident because it didn't make sense. Why all this while the special prosecutor was fighting that no, they will not do trial in absentia. They will not do trial in absentia from January. Then eventually in November, they now say yes, they will do it. After giving Ofori Atta about 1 year, you see, to consider his options. That is really, really unfair. And that's how come we keep saying we want accountability, that the special prosecutor be dealt with according to law.
Ken Ofori Atta will do everything possible to stay in America. He will do everything possible to stay in America. That is why Anamika said, nobody should sit down there and say Ken Ofori Atta be volunteered in Wamba. And let's forget about it. He will not do that. The only thing now Bine Bayan said is that I'm very serious about this case, because to me, my own opinion, me who say Ken Ofori Atta Ambagana prosecutions be why ye per se ye wua enkoso, because eniama Ken Ofori Atta etisono. To be very honest with you, it is something else, and we need him in Ghana. Now, more opposition, more defending no. Nipa or so or yare no. Nipa or send no home fan no. I was so called yare no. That person attending around, telling his son say on filing man be US citizen. Said person, do you think say or be volunteered in Wamba? He will not do it. He will not do it. And I dare be one of a binary achievement in say the government should come out and then work very hard to make sure that Ken Ofori Atta abagana. So yes, be one of our biggest achievements. Yes. Ken Ofori Atta tinyama bebre so there are a lot of things yebetu ukruma yentida. That is why some of these NPP members, they are happy say Ken Ofori Atta ampeso beba, because oba bebre na yebeti omuto. It's a fact. Bebre na yebeti omuto. That is why they don't want to come. They don't want Ken Ofori Atta to come. We are messengers. We are watching. Yebesi no.
Yeah, why didn't why you say Chrome who we are there? Wabuano. Woko nya said that say cannot that say opportunity. Do we come for to so that say opportunity. Puana about that say chance. I hear that say opportunity and can go free safety. And say, oh, ya there, Ghana from Benin for no movie, no man. Imagine say movie, Namo prepare my visa go, but Mako Tanabri, Mako Discano. Madame and Quansere Mude, Motravi, we say Motabu Yanko on the Mutara Assassin. The Pupiscano had Makudina Brucci. Sad Ghana Modin Ghana name Qualano Mabane. First, Ocasi will review him, and then Obesechi will review him, about including Achichum. This will be any ati. The Funania be. Well, Makai, Cominsani be a cobroya. When it or that got a home idea once in a gunuso. No crumo for a cobama nest will be tank at what will be with a panel. And this Umofanico sitting tempanti, Umuduru happen with their sale, and Umudi to a Dakarima Cotunacine. Umisa Sur Manu attending. Adeco Hen was adequate, was Fato, Pasiani, a company Panaswada, who will be never banner. It be never banner, Bobolebo Bono. Afina eba so te ase nanka ufise nka emra nka ibi kanse bo ade be ni wukumetia o se apetesia ni kunu ade nanko ku sirim ka wambo ko pete ne nyepe ze so uma sanko fu wire nam sanko fu wi sano na so ba wo mai mu a se re kan tevita ko tuwi we nyina wo ho press conference akesi we nyina wo ho eno na mtise ufu what they say ko te chia firifa abebom akasa asma kan so ko do ni asma kan nyansa wom ayam pania pass party no wogunu brani be yiwa no ama party no enya akono party no enya akono eyampa eyampeniampa asa party no nya akono so inti ono ma bebrebe wo ho asise this is time say enipa ni da ho samija mfimu samija mfisa abwan onyo na se won kawa on finishing kirew sa o ma start sa time sana mu dibi chikata so amo mana boka abda Petrus ka no o menyo nya ho mfa so se nke yetu aba na nke yetu Petrum ya antu Petrum a o ma ni nyina wisu ye no e de ho tasobo e bo chikata se ko 4 tabs so bi kwa kotun ko so mu bala so mu anya hwe a o ma yesa mo wi kromfo o bo fe so anya hwe amfa no bi pipe osiso no de boto egu ano tu da ho a wonti e bebu egu so anya bibia amfa ni ntino oboka ogu pipe kotu ama aban enti mu nhema kwan yi na sa enoma we ni je omu ye ne de mu de mu o ma ni yi na ye wo Ghana ha ni si ngu ye de a e na se ba manfinwum sunkwa na hwe ade no ye beta machi ale chi nipa nyana ne defend nipa court nyani pa ne sha tale no nyani pa na ye jeje no ti jeje no ma na se me koso o ma no ni atentene ne koso o ma mu a bigidi se bibia be koso pepe enti we se no nyami bofo na sire bofo pa se deda na ko wadi sika woni sika isa bechi o adachi bechi o oba nti so munya Ghana for so munya de ne ba bedro memu a afeni ehun special prosecutor ensembe ni na miwie mu se wososo no wada no dua broni ena na asalege se na wososo no woni onu su din sawoso we kira ene na wososo no ni obi de be ka se you back wana hunu se fie ba ti wana so be you back so we ne say ka se o man ni je kikire o man resetting na NDC for kan no it's a resetting Ghana to Ofori ba if you say utrimu fita intia monku nti se oba se bibia ni mu a yebe wan NDC for ntro mu twa se mususu mu pesika de na mu de go Ofori Atta so a nti yempa na mra nti sa message na call ya me ye brofu koma Trump no de bi se won te brofu Ghana body am kasa o krom kasa mitimi ka twi kwasi bodi no mitimi ka twi kwasi bodi mitimi ka twi we na ma mo ma no o mo bonbon go de krom kasa kwa ntimi ntwiro na ka Ghana news ayeka international news ka ni twi a ka bofunu nya yensem pa nti pa no ka beche o munya yensem ti hwe amne bia I Professor Mes ka se Zufia se mo se da tintan so what's the meaning of Zufia se what's the meaning of the person TSC yes ke bintela adam fun kabro fun me uni se kwati bofo kwati de otro ye e obi krom kasa e se me kasa metekwa na men kan mfinchim maputo bu kakra so what I say e nyansa e tidano mo bebebe o ha o se mutimi dey ehunu ti se bibi chiri wa 0545172318
Mede Eric fantastic. I'm out. Chawajin.